everybody, welcome back to my Eurovision React Review channel. So, Pesma za Evroviziju, the national final in Serbia. Now, I think this is the first year in such a long time that I have just not been able to keep up with everything. And it is upsetting to a point that Pesma, PZE, whatever you want to call it, just unfortunately seemed to be on the side. And that was never my intention, but it's just the world that apparently has materialized. So we've had the two semi-finals. I haven't watched any of these songs. And so as a result, we're left with 16 songs, right? 16 songs that will be competing on Saturday night. So my job now is to catch up. So I'm going to catch up with all the songs that qualified, because there are 16 songs. And I don't have mountains of time. In an ideal world, I'd watch them all, but that's just really not possible. And I'm sure there'll be some Shane songs that have been knocked out, so people might need to let me know in the comments if that is in fact true. So, 16 songs. Which ones do I like? Which ones I don't like? I've now got obviously a live performance to go off. It's not just the studio versions. I'm going to watch the semi-finals or the finale. Said it Italian, that's probably not right. So let's get into this. Okay, Bojana and David are back in the final. I loved their song last year. Liked it much more watching it. It is a hark back to their song last year, to a point. I feel like vocally live, he is outdoing her slightly. I remember last year him looking more like a man boy. In 1 year, he's a man. I am normally skeptical when songs lean on and rely on a dance break, but I'm not hating this. This is a good start for me. I'm enjoying this one. I preferred their song last year. I preferred their performance last year. That's probably I could see them more. That was a very dark staging. I don't know why. The song doesn't necessarily feel dark. Okay, it is leaning into a Shane song. But I'm going to give that a 7.9. It is heavily reliant on that dance break, which I have been skeptical about songs in the past. But the dance break, I can forgive to a point. But yeah, it's always difficult when I like one of your previous national final songs, because I'm going to compare it to that. And it's not as instantaneous. It is not as, I don't know, Eurovision competitive, and felt brighter, probably because the lights were on for the majority of the performance. There was so much darkness in that. Okay, Filarri. Super happy Filarri is back. Super happy that Filarri has qualified for the final. Yeah, he didn't qualify last year, did he? Quite liked his song last year. See, another one that's turning into a man. It's interesting watching these artists as they age. I think I like this one. So yeah, what's he been doing for the last year? Gym, apparently. Yeah, this performance is bordering on raunchy. This is what you do with a dance break. Have one, build up to it, and then give it. This is more Eurovision competitive than Bojana. I'm enjoying this. I really enjoyed that. But also, I want Justice Filarri, because he did really well last year in regards to that live performance. I remember the visual. Yeah, I was really shocked that he didn't qualify. The flex. Okay, I'm going to give that one an 8.1. I enjoyed that one. I'm glad he's made the final. Okay, Kruz. I feel this is not going to be my vibe. Now, I could be wrong, because people seem to love Ukraine. Well, majority of them coming from Ukraine. But we already have Ukraine. I don't know if I need another one of these. Oh, hey. Where'd you come from? I do not vibe with this song. Ah, We're giving some CGI effects. Yeah, I kind of got the feel of this song already. Don't think I need the whole 3 minutes. Yeah, not a Shane song. And I didn't particularly warm to Ukraine song this year either. Right, I'm going to give that one a 5.8. Sorry. It's not for me. And like I said, if it's for other people, fine. But you've got to realise if you send that, that's going up against Ukraine. Just to note. Right, Milan Nikolić and I'm going to say Caka, but that doesn't sound right. Right, I feel we might get my first Balkan sounding song, which excites me. Okay, this could be my favourite. I don't know, I did like Filarri. That treadmill is adding nothing. It's such a random prop. And this is where people in the Balkans are going to be like, no shame. But I love this sound. And I just love the harmless guy playing the harmonica. He's just like, yeah. At least he's not on a pointless treadmill. This is old school, even the staging. I love that guy. This is so old school. But I'm here for it. That guy has one facial expression. It's cute and it's effective, but just one. It's just a mind my own business, just playing my harmonica. Love. like genuinely. Is it for Eurovision? No. Is it for Shane? Yes. Is it for Shane's vault? Yes. Right. Milan Nikolić featuring. Is she Milan? Okay. Right. I'm gonna give that 8. There's something about Filarri's that I'm going to take into account my likes, but also Eurovision as well. That puts that one slightly ahead. Anna and the Changes. Oh, I feel it's one of those tempos that I'm not going to jive with. Why have they made her walk so far? That was a long old walk. I already think I don't like it. In the sense of it's not for me. Well, guitar says pump up the jam. Take note. Pump up the jam. This isn't my vibe. I mean, I respect it, but do I feel 1 minute 54 I get the song? Yeah. Do I need any more of it? No. This is the best part. And not because it's ending, I'm not being shady. But that was the best part. The a cappella. 4. That might be one of my lowest scores of the whole Eurovision season. I didn't gel with that whatsoever. Okay. Iskaz. Very alcohol is free from Greece. Which I'm not a huge fan of either. But that was quite successful for Greece, you know. I want energy. Please do show me. Because the last song, anti-energy. Oh my, she had to walk. Not a lover of this one. Yeah, I didn't like Alcohol is Free from Greece, so I didn't like it as much as everyone else. I don't dislike it. Well, this is a moment though. Borderline qualifier at Eurovision, I feel. I can see a path for that one qualifying. Right. I'm going to give that one a 6.2. Right. Harem girls did qualify. Social media has told me this. So this is and I say infamous because this is pretty groundbreaking, right? So this is a drag queen act in Serbia. That's qualified. Okay. Certainly has impact. I kind of wanted the song to be a bit better. But listen, Serbia sending a kind of drag act to Eurovision is going to create ripple effects. Because yeah, I don't know if I've heard a Eurovision winner yet. This isn't a Eurovision winner. We're trying to think out of the semi-finals. And if Serbia sends this, irrespective of the song, there will be people that will pick up the phone for this. And this seems to be a moment. I just wish the song was a bit better. Because I could get behind this tenfold. Aww, I really want to get behind that one. I'm just not sure the song is up to par. Right, I'm going to give that one a 7.7. I'm going to give that one a 7.7. It has impact for all the reasons I said. If Serbia sent that, like, that sends so many different messages. And outside of Serbia, for a lot of people, it can only be positive messages, which is enough to pick up the phone. Because yeah, not a lot of these are safe qualifiers yet out of the semi-finals, but I think irrespective of the song, this has potential to get out of the semi-final for the reasons that I said. Okay, Biber, last song out of semi-final one. Please be good. Is it going to be a Balkan ballad? I really want one. Is this a Balkan ballad? This has the potential to be my favourite. Oh. Okay. The dude wants airtime. Which does not fit with the first minute. That's such a shame. This was about to be my favourite. It still has potential, just... The dude. Play to the side. It looks even worse now. He can be at the front, he doesn't need to be at the side. Or ideally at the back. This is like 83.5% there. Very muddled. It has the makings of being a Shane song. I'm backing it now. I wasn't sure when the guitar kicked in. What an interesting way to finish your song. Oh, sorry, Mila. Yeah, it didn't have as much impact as, like, I think Harem Girls is going to remain quite high for me, just because whilst I don't necessarily want to listen to the song again now, but Shane, you didn't mind that song. You would potentially listen to that song again. Right, I'm going to give that one a 7.8. There's things about that song that intrigue me. Right, Prince. I remember Prince from 2 years ago, was it? Loved the song then. What's Prince got for us this year? Well, he's still got his long hair. He's still got his arms. So it's definitely the same person. He's still got his amazing live vocal, his powerful voice. Actually, his arms have got much bigger. I'm not sure yet about this song. There is something about it. Definitely has that Balkan flair, which I'm here for. Mila. That was an interesting change in visual. But I'm enjoying this instrumental moment though. Is this Eurovision competitive? Is this a safe qualifier? I like a Balkan ballad. Has everyone moved on outside of the Balkan area? His arms are massive. That rose is minuscule next to those biceps. Mila. Right, Prince. I think I preferred it to Harem Girls. You love a Balkan ballad, Shane. I still think Filarri is my favourite, so I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10, which puts that in my second place. Right. Marsali? Yes. They're like 12. They're children. Oh, what was that band from Slovenia that were children? Something to do with a pizza. They're literally children. Again, I don't know how big they are in Serbia. I don't know whether this is a favourite. But Slovenia tried this. Did not go their way. This is not Eurovision competitive. It's cute. Like a puppy. They're making me smile. He's The keyboard guy is taking it very seriously. He is concentrating. Mate, you're not live, it's fine. Just do what you want. Take note from the bassist. He's just there being like, loving life. The best thing about this is the bassist. He's loving life. Okay, so that made me smile, and that can only be a good thing. I don't think it's... Harem Girls is my baseline for a lot of things right now. I'm going to give that one a 7.4. I think that's fair. It made me smile. It made me happy. Like puppies make me happy. Right, Tam. Durum Durum. Durum Durum. Did she make that outfit herself? That is not visually great. It's catchy though. I kind of wish the song was given to Harem Girls. This is a better song. I don't know whether I would have gone for this colour palette. It's very dark. I'm not a massive fan of browns. But I can respect that this actually is one of the better songs that I've listened to so far. Is she wearing a wig as well? No offence if it's not a wig, but it looks like a wig. And not a great one. This is one of the better songs for sure. It's just visually I find it slightly off-putting. Okay, appreciate the choreography though. Oh, see, this is where it's interesting because Bojana and David's came together, whilst it was dark, came together more as a package for the 3 minutes. I'm gonna... you gave Biber 7.8. Right, I'm gonna give that the same as That's a better song than Bojana and David's, but Bojana and David had the staging for me compared to that. But I can hear the potential in that song. I'm just not necessarily sure it came together visually. Right, Lensy. This has potential to be a Shane song. I want my Balkan ballad. This one's quite good. Oh. Okay. Visually arresting. Very theatre. Don't know what she's singing about, but the visuals are giving me things to think about for sure. I like this one. I don't know whether it has mass appeal. I like this one. They've done a very good job visually putting this together for a 3-minute package. In regards to what I'm watching and seeing. Certainly entertained. Nothing's jarring. That's difficult. It's within the same remit of Prince, right? I'm going to give it the same score at the moment before I decipher between them. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Right, Sedler. Not sure. He's very intense. He's got crazy amazing eyes though. And that dude on the wind instrument has got great nails. Not my thing. Listen, I love a Balkan ballad, but I like a Balkan power ballad. Not this kind of background. It's background for me. Background music. No. When you have that kind of jazz room feel to the production, that's a very love and hate for me. I don't use, and I shouldn't use, the word hate at all. It's not appropriate. This is not my vibe. I'm sure the red hand makes sense if you know what he's singing about. Oh man. And these have qualified as well. I gave Anna a 4. I'm going to give that a 4 as well. And if you've watched any of my previous national final videos, I rarely ever give below a 5.5. Right, Mimi, you need to pick things up for me, darling. Okay. Well, she's certainly picking it up. She's wearing trainers. Okay. I liked that little instrumental moment then. Do I like this one? I'm a little put off by their outfits. I'm also not a massive fan of red and black as a colour scheme. But I can hear the potential in this one. And I'm loving those little Balkan instrumental moments. I feel like it's almost in the same vein of Greece last year. And so just pan in on her. She's clearly... this is an interesting moment. She's clearly performing. I don't know why the camera's so far away from her. I can hear the potential of the song. I just think the staging is jeopardizing this somewhat. It's very intense. Okay, it's very intense to a point where, particularly at the end, I'm not certain I was sitting here smiling. I was like, wanting to breathe a little bit. Right, I'm going to give that one a 7.8. A 7.8. And I feel potentially, I can hear the potential in it. I'm sure if I listen to the studio version, I may be more kind of forgiving and more pro, but the staging was off. But I tell you what, out of all the songs I've listened to, there's a handful of songs I would say that could qualify. I feel that could qualify with a completely different idea. Right, Oxygen. Oxygen, that's what we're going with. How is this different from the children? They're just older. Not loving this one. At least with the children, it was endearing. Okay. It's not a Shane song. How are they making that smoke effect from the bodies? It's kind of cool. Oh, his thing is out, so they've got something creating smoke from behind them. I'm enjoying that. Oh, okay. Yeah, not my thing, but better than some. Right, 5 out of 10. Right, Vukayla. Visually, I'm very intrigued. I'm working out where the song's going. This is the best staging. It's not the best song. No, not a lover of this one. Kudos to the staging, kudos to the visuals for sure. Everything where some others have massively faltered visually compared to what I can hear. This song delivers visually. It's just the wrong song for me. Good for you. You got your man. Like 6. The song. No. Credit the visual, Shane. 6.7. 6.7 out of 10. Okay, so firstly, objectively, subjectively, I don't think that this Pesma final is as strong as previous years. They're not all gems, but there are some songs in here which I would put on a playlist for sure. So let's do my top 10. So in 10th place, is it Masali, the kid band? Like I said, I don't know whether that's right for Eurovision. Slovenia tried it with the LPS and it just was not successful. But it was endearing. It was endearing. It made me smile, so credit where credit's due. 9th is Harem Girls. Like, I want to like that more. I genuinely do. But I feel that the identity of the package and the band I'm more drawn to than the song itself. I don't necessarily feel the need or want to download the song now. In 8th place, strangely enough, I potentially will give this a whirl to listen to. It's Mimi. There's one song that I recall on social media outlets that people were advocating for, and I couldn't work out whether it's Mimi or my number 6. I think it might be Mimi. And so as a result, there might be some people out there that are quite disappointed because, yeah, that staging wasn't it. But I can hear the potential of that song. And even in my personal top 10, there is a handful that I would say could qualify for the final of Eurovision. And I feel Mimi is in there. It just needs a completely different rebrand. Number 7 is Biber. I'm going to go Biber because it sounds cool. It's messy. I come to Serbia, I come to Croatia to give me that Balkan flair that I don't get in my regular music. So, you know, that act gave me that, but it was a little all over the place. And the dude with the guitar looks lost. Put him in the back. It's not necessary. Okay, number 6 is Tam. Same kind of deal with Mimi, really, but I kind of respect that one a little bit more in regards to the package that was delivered on stage. And they are similar-ish, but that one won me over a little bit more than Mimi in number 8. Number 5 is Milan Nikolić. Like, I am sure there are people out there being like, what the F? I don't care. I kind of love it. Like, I've already downloaded it. I say downloaded it, I've added it to a playlist. My top 5, my top 5, actually, you have added Tam and you have added Mimi. But I want to listen to my top 5 again. Milan Nikolić, I don't care. I don't even have to justify it. Just like it. Number 4, Bojana x David is not as good as last year. The staging and the staging concept wasn't as good as last year. But credit where credit's due. It was a polished package. There were other entries where potentially the songs were better that just couldn't and didn't deliver live. That one did, other than Lights. 3, Prince. Glad to see that Prince is probably one of the better ones out of the lot, because he kind of got lost a few years ago, and I think that was either my first or second favourite. Got a decent song for Shane's ears. Don't know if that has pan Eurovision appeal, we'll say. If that qualifies and if that wins, I don't know how successful that will be. Just saying. And then number 2, Lensy. It was 6 of one, half a dozen the other with Lensy and Prince. 2 and 3 could switch interchangeably easily. Something about that song, probably because I do fall into a Balkan ballad fanboy. Don't know with its current form in regards to its current studio version, from what I can hear, if that's competitive. It's not competitive. It's just whether it can qualify. Don't know. But I like it. My number 1 is Filarri. I think for so many different reasons. Like, really enjoyed the package that Filarri gave visually. There is something about that song that will draw in different demographics to a point. Younger, me. And I feel as a package, like I said, out of all these final songs, I don't know whether I can safely say, hand on my heart, any of these are safe qualifiers. Gonna be honest. That's not to say I don't like a lot of them, but I can't put my hand on my heart and say that's qualifying. Filarri is the only one where if someone put a gun to my head and said, pick one who will definitely qualify, I would say Filarri. And plus my personal tastes is ahead of the others. So that's my favourite. We'll leave it there, I guess. But more importantly, what do you think? Please let me know in the comments below who are your favourites. Who do you want to win on Saturday night? If you're still here and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Click the notification button so you're informed if and when I post videos. And yeah, until next time, stay safe.